Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Gomenka Tokucast. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
The Cinder Blaze.
And Makotoa.
Guys, welcome back! And on today's show, we're going to be reviewing for you Kamen Rider Build, episode 31. This was really good. Oh,
Wow.
what?
We went from ice to fire.
Oh, God. No fire puns, please.
They were already made, okay?
Yo, Banjo was on fire this episode.
God.
Hey, you guys
I
are
can't
doing
take you
it.
guys anywhere. We were having this discussion after the episode, and you can see it in the watch along tomorrow. But I wanted to know: is this our favorite new form introduction, or like, is there anything else that beats this out?
I feel like this would have been a lot better if they executed the finisher better. Like, I feel like it fell flat on that part's kind of hard, and I don't know, they didn't use enough budget on like the actual fight scene. They're in like a really confined space, and there was like some magma splashing, but like aside from that, like it was really small scale, and I wish it would just like completely blow up. But they were not in a point in the plot for that to actually happen. So given like the circumstances, like it was fine. But I think like the way the suit looked just carried it so hard. You know?
Like, and then the moment where he got that smashed down to the ground and then kicked it into a wall. Jeez, man, that was beautiful.
I really loved the magma effects, especially when he was beating with the smashes.
And like they did that thing that, like it's never worked so well, where there's like residual smoke that they put on the suits.
Yes.
It was so pretty.
That was beautiful.
But I mean, like, not to downplay this episode, because I really liked it. I just think the sparkling form introduction was actually a lot better than this. Like, in terms of, like, the narrative beats it hit, the sort of, the artsy kind of spin they put on the battle. But this was really good. This was a pretty big contender for second place.
Well, like, what else is there? Like, sure, Sendo has had, like, the individual kind of, like, you know, when he swaps out the size, but I don't think those really count.
Rabbit, and Tank are at the far bottom.
He took like 20 seconds to get into that suit. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You kill all the hype going into your form. Like, come on.
But we got a lot of reveals this episode. We got... I'm just going to run through the laundry list. We got... Crocodile Crack's introduction into the Suicide Squad. We got Banjo figuring out that his fiance died to make him mad or something. Which I feel like was an reveal. Like it.
Yeah.
And then
like I've always assumed that was the reason why. You know, like I'm pretty sure like the people behind Faust picked that person in particular just to increase his hazard level, right?
What do you mean?
Actually, I think that was before he even got the bottle, so it might have it was probably like played off as coincidence when the episode actually happened, but like just looking back on it recently, it felt like something Stock would do just to increase his hazard level, right? Because he had his eye on Banjo the entire time.
But also, like, we got like, if you saw the next episode's title was like pre-programmed like something or other. So what if his whole life like was built to increase his hazard level? He was thrust into boxing, you know. So immediately that sort of fighting aspect, and then they threw in a love interest and then took her away, increasing his hazard level even more.
If she even existed in the first place.
I don't know. It could have all been like pre-planned, and then he's gonna deal with it next episode. It's gonna be a lovely sort of like him punching things out of nowhere and being angry and not knowing how to deal with his feelings. And then we're going to have this moment where it's like, oh yeah, it may have been pre-programmed, but I'm still fighting for justice. We didn't go through this arc with Sento earlier. No, sir. I'm doing it all by myself.
It's a good thing
I'm pretty sure. Oh,
Sento's a genius. He can reprogram him. So we're good.
I mean, in a way, he already has.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like Banjo was just kind of doing his own Banjo thing, and it just happens to coincide with whatever Sento's doing.
Well, you know? I mean, I feel like without Sento sort of instilling that like idea of justice in it, like one of the early episodes when we got the Hawk Gatling form introduction, when it was like, you know, oh Sento, why do you fight? It's because of the people and I want to see them happy or something, and like that really resonated with Banjo and an ideal to strive towards, and I feel like that is what's now driving him to be a better person, and being around Sento and just being his friend and falling in love with him is making him a better person.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel about Banjo's mom getting raped by some alien DNA?
Oh no.
That was the absolute worst.
Like, I was just saying that to be as crude as possible, and like kind of like,
but it happened.
Yeah.
You tried to walk back on it, but it happened. At least Star Wars had the decency to do it off screen.
I don't want to even know. But that one was so just like, I didn't want to see the alien slug thing just climb up.
I didn't need that. And like they said, oh yeah, what if the same thing happened to you, Misora? Who did it happen to? The dad? How did that happen?
I'm pretty sure she was already born, right? Because Banjo got the DNA from the probe, which was 13 years before Stock went up to space, right?
Yeah, but like Misora's either the same age or younger, right?
I thought it was her bangle that was like imbuing the spirit of the queen into her or something.
But like,
yeah, and like she can't get that off of her either, right? They've tried multiple times.
Maybe that's why the body's deteriorating. It's not of Martian blood. But like, wasn't there a part where Sawa said maybe something similar happened to you or whatever? I remember that. Something.
I don't remember that.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Something happened to her, or did that happen to me? Never mind. I don't know. That was weird. We didn't need it. We didn't need that scene. We just need them to say it, but they decided to show it. I'm always a fan of show don't tell, but oh god, please put it away.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had like a little bit more with like Misora and Sawa kind of like figuring things out. But like we did get like a lot of screen time and a lot of exposition for Banjo, which I kind of liked. I like having the secondary character actually have a full episode kind of devoted to themselves.
Yeah.
Like Sento really didn't have that big of a role in this episode, except for when he got like taken hostage.
Yeah, when he was the damsel in distress. I loved it. Like, again, when do we put our characters in this position, or like our main characters, put them in that position, you know, in service of a secondary character's, story? That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't.
It's very nice.
Like, it was up to Banjo completely to save him in that moment. Like, Sento really had no say in that whatsoever. And I feel like after this, you know, he's going to be questioning his main characterhood and be forced to make another power-up like he usually does. Like, every single time, Banjo kind of, like, steps on his territory, just like, dang it. I guess I have to go make that ultimate drive that Stock wants me to make.
Oh, no, yeah.
But by the end of this, I need Grease to have at least one more form. Please
I
give
do
him
not
fun.
want him to have another
Why?
film. I feel like his character arc is completely done unless they do something with Misora and him. And he's
You're
fine where he is, and he should just like he can probably die in the series. Like him and Banjo have really high chances of dying. I
I
don't know why.
You know where I think Banjo's headed, at least for the immediate future? I think that his body's going to be used as the vessel for Evolt, right?
Ah.
Because, like,
Yeah.
they wanted him, like, early on when they were just starting to get recruited by either Seito, Toto, or Hokuto, whatever one they lived in. They were like, Sento can make it, but Banjo can use it, and they were talking about the driver, you know, because they knew that his body would be able to make that happen, and I think that sort of is service, and they did call him a vessel,
Yeah.
so I think he's just gonna plop his consciousness in there, and then try fight them with a brand new suit and a brand new driver that they were hinting at this episode as well. And then the thing that's going to stop stop him at the penultimate episode is like, oh no, but I love Sento. I can't be used against him. And then he switches, Evolt goes into like his final CGI form, and then they triple rider kick him, and then the show's over. We get an
Triple
epilogue,
rider
and then...
kick him.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure Sento's gonna like 1v1 Evolt at the end and then kill him and Banjo at the same time, and then they're gonna have a cry fest.
Ooh.
And like I totally see like Banjo dying at the end of this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want him to, but like
either.
the way they're kind of like building him up as like this, he has the Martian DNA, so obviously he has the potential to be like the host for this giant threat. Like the way you're saying it, evil, like that sounds like a villain name. That sounds like a big CGI monster, which Banjo could easily be, and kind of be forced to be like, kind of one with. The only thing that like could save him though is that like that's the kind of situation we had the Smashers at the beginning of the series, where we couldn't like really separate the two, except like towards like the end, where like forgot what they did exactly, but I feel like Sento would have to do something similar to kind of like separate Banjo from
just
the Martianness.
Spray diamonds all over him and then punch it out. That happened. That happened in this show. Man, we've come so far. It's weird, but I love it.
Yeah.
But also,
poor Grease though. Or he might just. He's better off dead.
I'm just thinking, like, what would they do to position these actors in the best way to get them into the eventual, like, how they're doing the XA true endings? You gotta give Banjo a V cinema. You gotta give Sento a V cinema. You gotta give... that's how he's gonna get his final form. You gotta give Grease a V cinema.
He doesn't need one. He's done.
Spectre had a V cinema.
He didn't deserve one.
Spectre was not the third rider.
No, he wasn't. But I'm pretty sure the green guy got a V cinema. I don't remember.
Alan.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, he didn't deserve one either. His character was done the second he turned good.
Yeah, I know, but Snipe and Brave have one. Poppy and Palat have one. So many unnecessary people have one. I feel like in their contracts they're positioned to get V cinemas after this is all said and done.
I'd watch the Sawa one.
I would watch a Sawa one.
I would watch the crocodile one just to see him like brood through it all.
Be more edgy. Yeah. Alex's eyes just lit up. Did you see that?
That sounds amazing. I would watch that. I want it to be the worst V cinema in history, but in a good way. Like I wanted the intro with like a music video. And of course, he's gonna wear this oversized jacket and can't put his arms in the sleeves. The second he puts his arms in those sleeves, he just loses his powers. Like, what? The Toto officials get like notified of it and just like, "God, kill him right now." He's going insane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's part of the. I said this already. He's a Suicide Squad member now.
Yeah, I feel like that's completely unnecessary because we haven't had enough like development between like him and the dude with the glasses and Nanba Industries. I feel like if we kind of had some more interactions between them, I would care a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Like, we obviously know that they're in bad terms, kind of, but I don't know. I feel like we need something a little bit more recent to justify him kind of making that thing a thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you see his character at least do one final act of good?
He's doing it right now.
That's true, yeah. But like I
haven't like completely lost faith in like his character the entire time. Like even when he did kind of convert to the end and just became super edgy. Like honestly, the way he was getting manhandled in those later fights, like anyone would be super anal and just do anything to get a power up, you know?
Yeah.
And like his father wouldn't let him. He's like, "Come on, let me develop the military." I need a power up super good. But you know, like
my son. Looks at Sento.
But do you think his final act is gonna be like self-sacrificial, and that's how he's gonna be ended? Because out of all the characters, I feel like he's one of the most likely to die.
We're too far off to like start speculating all this.
This is episode 31. We're past the halfway mark.
Yeah, but
like the second we hit like 39, we're practically in the finale. So
part of me just wants to see what happens instead of like potentially like spoiling it for myself, so I could be more.
Yeah, but we're a podcast and we have to speculate on stuff. Isn't that like a thing that people do?
Yeah, like I speculated Banjo's mom would have been raped by a freaking alien, and then actually
stop speculating. I don't want
to. Speculate no more.
Yeah, I think we should just end this before we go into more weird territories.
Great. Okay. Anyways, guys, I think that just about does it for us. If you like this episode, like button, subscribe. Description has stuff. Also, I'm playing Legacy Wars again, and I've made a Mango Sentai Go Mango clan. So join me on there. My name's Frozen Stratos, as always. And yeah, keep it juicy.
Yeah.
Next time.
Oh yeah, you went with the right.